Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to do a complete beginner guide for Sovol SV06 Plus, including assemble, bed leveling, calibration, slicer setting, and cover some of the commonly known issue and the solution for it. With that being said, let's get started. Let's first begin with a pre-assembled checking list. Before we start assemble the printer, there might some common or potential issue you might want to know. Just keep those in mind. It might help in later process. Checking list number 1. Bearing. Yes, it has the same issue with the Sovol SV06. Sovol does a better pre-lube bearing at this time, but linear rod gets contaminated during the packaging and shipping. The bearing gets noisy after certain print. It is also due to the budget quality bearing. Many people replace a bearing with a higher quality one, like Mitsumi. But when I look at the price, I'm like, no thank you. You could apply some grease come with the printer on the linear rod as a temporary painkiller, or disassemble the printer and pack the grease inside the bearing properly. It will greatly reduce the noise and make it to an acceptable range. I have a separate video on this. You can follow it step by step if you are not confident to taking it apart. Checking list number 2. Extruder Gear. The extruder is very much a carryover design from the SV06. Beside the longer volcano style like Nozzle on the Plus, the planetary gear set have commonly found having issues printing TPU on the original SV06. They have fixed this problem on the Plus. However, there is a pinch screw on the filament retainer have found to be one of the very common issue for the Plus. I don't know whether the operator on the assembly line did not tighten it fully, or they just come loose by the rotational force and vibration over time. It appears to be the #1 killer for this entire extruder assemble, beside the filament leakage issue, which we'll talk about that later. The solution is very simple. Take the extruder apart and apply some Loctite on the pinch screw. We are going to have one separate video on demonstrate that later on. Also, the loosened pinch screw not only destroy the gear set, but also cause uneven filament extrusion. Checking list number 3. Nozzle. The nozzle for Plus is volcano-like high-flow nozzle. It is slightly longer than a standard volcano size nozzle. You can only get it from Sovol side at this point. It is worth to mention that the standard volcano size thread length of the flow will fit to the SV06 Plus, but you will be required to change a part cooling fan, as it will get closer to the printer bed after placement, which bring out our next checking list. It is also worth to mention that Plus seems to have occurred filament leakage a lot more often. Check out those pictures that people post on the Facebook group. But don't get me wrong, there are many other reasons that will cause filament melt and bounce together around the nozzle. But nozzle that is not fully tightened appears to be the #1 cause. It is not going to take too much time to heat out the nozzle and confirm the nozzle is fully tightened. Checking list number 4. Part cooling. The part cooling fan on Plus looks very weird and does not work that well in my opinion. It makes you hard to check out the first layer. I also have encountered many overhand cooling issues. It just makes more sense to replace the nozzle to a standard volcano nozzle and upgrade the part cooling fan to 50-15 blow. It does not cost a lot of money, but it brings a big performance improvement. There are also many 50-15 part cooling fan design on Printable that you could download for free, including this one that designed by myself. Checking list number 5. Ribbon cable. Ribbon cable is covered by this nice machine braid nylon material. However, it does not provide enough stiffness to keep the wire from slacking down. If you are only printing small part, you may get over with it. But when you are printing something large, the ribbon cable will catch on the part and cause print fail. Like this crystal stand that failed after 40 hours of print. It's painful. You can find many cable chain design online. There is also one outstanding design for SV06 and SV06 Plus that you can find on Printable. Checking list number 6. Sensorless Homing. Plus has the same TMC2209 stepper motor driver and sensorless homing feature. If you have encountered any homing problem like this, or grinding noise is too loud, you can change the sensor's homing sensitive level to fix this problem. Simply go to the home page, select Setting. On the lower bottom corner, select TMC drivers. Increase the value 3 out of time and remember to save the change. If the grinding noise is still too bad, you can further increase another 3 value and use a homing to test. Checking list number 7. Touchscreen cover may not be able to remove fully. Simply open the case and remove the remaining part. You are good to go. Checking list number 8. Bed heater cable. PlusForce having issue with the heat bed cable string relief design on the initial test unit, but they are quickly add a better design piece before they officially send out the customer unit, and it seems to work great so far. But just to be safe, you should check the soldering under the build plate before you assemble the print. Asking for customer support if you have any broken wire and messed up soldering around the wires. Let's move everything out of the box. SV06 Plus comes with many pre-assembled parts. We just need to put few components together. It's very simple and should only take around 15 to 20 minutes. All the bolts are nicely labeled by steps as usual. Well done, Sovol. Step 1. Marry the gantry to the base. Be sure you put spring washer on the bolts. There are 2 pre-cut slots on the both sides of the base. Put bolts on the both sides and make sure it locks all the way. Step 2. Put power supply unit behind the gantry. It is easier if you insert bolts first, then find the right spot for the power supply unit. Step 3. Install extruder symbol on the carrier. There are a total of 3 screws located around the edges. It is very tiny and takes some patience. Step 4. Put the filament holder stand on top of the beam. Step 5. Attach screen holder to the base. Step 6. We can now place a main board box behind the gantry. Step 7. Connecting all the wires. It is important to switch a voltage setting behind a PSU according to your region. The screen film has not fully removed. I might need to open the case and remove it later. Now let's get some basic calibration done. Feel the tension on X-axis fill. Adjust the tension as needed. It should be moved freely without much of resistance, but it can't be too loosened too. Repeat that on Y-axis. My printer comes with a thin layer of Lube, but it looks a bit dirty due to transportation. It is better to clean it and apply some new Lube on it. Let's start bed leveling. Select Leveling. Printer will start homing all axes. Select Auto Z Align to level the gantry. Extruder will move all the way to the top and make some grinding noise. We can now take a piece of letter paper to do a touchdown first layer calibration. Place the paper under the nozzle and move it back and forth as you decrease the axis offset value. Increase the number slowly when you feel resistance from the paper. Be sure to save the offset value on the screen. Your offset value is not necessary to be the same with mine, but it should be a close value around -2. Now we can select auto leveling and let the sensor do the job. Printer will start heating out the bed and nozzle to get a closer condition to the printing. The whole process should take around 4 minutes. You can take a break and get some drinks. After bed leveling, we can go back to the main menu and preheat the nozzle and fill in the filament. Make sure you load some filament to remove all the remaining test filament within the nozzle. Slicer settings are very simple now. I highly suggest using the latest Cura instead of the Cura that come with a micro SD card. The latest Cura 2.4 have a profile ready for you. Simply adding the printer configuration as shown, then import the print model. But I am more PrusaSlicer person. The latest PrusaSlicer 2.6 does not have the SV06 Plus profile there yet. You can simply using Prusa MK3S Plus profile and modify the bed size and adjusting the extruder retraction setting, and you are good to go. But since I already have the SV06 configuration file ready, I can just change the bed size from the file and rename it. If you would like to use my configuration, I also attach a link below with the instruction of how to import to your slicer. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you soon.